Across Africa, there's a lot of creative people making things using wood, metal, and fabric. There are more and more entrepreneurs starting companies. But when it comes to design, a lot of people think of design as fashion, interior design, just making things beautiful. They don't see design as creative problem solving. That's what is lacking, using human-centered design to tackle challenges across the continent.
If you look at all the leading universities here, none of them teach human-centered design. None. You can't study it. The demand is everywhere, but then the supply is not terrible, it's non-existent. Africa can ill afford bad design. Really, we can't. It's just too expensive, and the stakes are so high most of the time.
In my community, we have sanitation issues, we have water issues, and aside the government and the leaders doing what they can to solve these problems, we don't think that's enough. We think as citizens of the country, we also need to do our own bit, and we feel that design thinking is a way that can help us do that.
I'm looking at how can we equip them to be problem solvers, to be creators, to really look around them and say, this is a problem that I live with every day. How am I part of the solution, or how do I create that solution?
This continent can transform not because of the wealth, not because of the oil, because we have a different ways of seeing the problems that we face. We call it homegrown innovation. We call it looking within. We're calling it borrowing from our traditional culture. But I think that's what design thinking is about.
Sometimes I try to imagine what kind of place this would be, and I go to Fantasyland because it's so many different things we could do. With how we grow our food, with drought that we face up north, with education, with human rights. There's all these serious problems, but then, huge opportunities for design.